Hi, welcome to CeriseFairfax.com. I'm Cerise, and today the topic will be on negativity. That's right, I experienced something today when I was leaving the grocery store. I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought to myself, how many people out there are negative, and they can change that negative aspect about them just by focusing on the positive. So let's get down to basics. This is what happened. I was leaving the grocery store, and the door was quite heavy to push to leave. And I remember saying to myself, this door is very heavy. Now, the grocery store is in a reconstructed Victorian building, and they left a lot of the original stuff, like the original doors, the original elevator, and it looks really funky and cool. I love it. However, I did say to myself, I'm surprised that they didn't put an automatic door opener on those doors because they are quite heavy, like they're copper. Well, they're made with some kind of metal copper or something of that nature. So as I'm pushing the door open, thinking this to myself, there was a gentleman at the door beside me leaving at the same time, and I guess he must have noticed that the doors were heavy as well, and he screamed out, "Oh my gosh, these doors are heavy. What were these people thinking leaving these doors here like that?" Now, me, I just didn't really answer him. I just kind of looked over at him, no expression really. And he looked at me and he says, "Don't you think the doors are heavy?" I said, "Oh yes, I think they're very heavy as a matter of fact. I was just thinking to myself, maybe it would have been best if the designers had to put a automatic door opener on them." And then he said, "Oh, that's smart. These people are so stupid. I don't know why they didn't think of that themselves." And he was going on about everything that he didn't like in the building. And two steps after that, after opening the door, he dropped to the ground. I looked at him and I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I went to help him up. And as I was helping him up, he starts freaking and flipping about how there's a lift in the ground of the concrete and he's going to start suing the city and how the city needs to fix the streets. And I didn't know what to say. And then he looks at me and he says, "You're my witness, right?" And I said, "Witness to what? You falling?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, yeah, you did fall, but I didn't see you trip over the concrete or anything like that." And the last thing I wanted to be was a witness for a negative person because I know that a lot of the times they get themselves into those situations by built up negative domino effect by the way they view life. So, I mean, if he was injured, it'd be a different story. I would have to be a witness to his injury. However, I said to him, "Are you hurt?" And he said, "No." I said, "Well, then what kind of a witness would I be for you? I would just witness that you did not hurt yourself. I would be able to witness that, yes, you did fall, but I'm not able to witness that you fell or tripped over the concrete or that you even injured yourself. I'm not able to say anything except that you fell." And he was like, "Oh, well." And I said, "And what would you sue the city for? You're not going to be having to get any surgery done or anything of that nature." And he was like, "Oh, the city needs to be sued. They have too many people around that are, not fixing things, and we pay them money to do this." And he went on even after he fell. The man didn't know how to stop. So I just said to him, "Okay, sir, thank you very much. Have a great day." And I walked away from him. And when I walked away from him, I noticed that he started to talk to someone else, and he told someone else on the street that he just fell, and that person didn't know what to do either. They were just like standing there looking at him. My point is this: if you are a negative person and you find that negativity is following you around like a cloud, take some time to start noticing the positive. Take some time to look at each negative, what you perceive as a negative situation, as an experience. And then within that experience, look for the lesson that you learned. Once you can pick out the lesson that you learned, you can turn it into a positive by learning from the lesson, and then the next time it happens, you can either become stronger and not allow it to affect you as much, or if it happens to someone else, you can give them advice on how to get over it. Okay, so, and if you are a positive person, then don't allow other people's negativities to get to you. Just keep it moving. And if someone tries to share their misery with you, don't accept it. Just say, thank you very much. I understand what you're going through. And again, keep it moving. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me, Cerise Fairfax from CeriseFairfax.com. And join me on my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/CeriseFairfax. Have yourselves a wonderful day. We'll be seeing each other and talking soon.